everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another daily deck tech video, but we interrupt your regularly scheduled Lorwyn Eclipsed Commander deck tech because we had some snow in Iowa, and it got me a little bit behind because I have to plow snow. I live on a corner lot and there's lots to do. So we have a filler episode today, which was going to be a episode for next week, but it's an episode now. We have Giada, Font of Hope. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Giada is a very popular Angels commander. She's a 2/2, 4/2 with flying, vigilance, and each other angel you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. So it allows angels to get exponentially larger. You can also add 1 white mana, spend it only to cast an angel spell. So, you know what kind of deck this is going to be. It's going to be a straightforward Angels deck. I built this one to be much lower power. I am a Angels Timmy at heart. There are some classic Angels that I absolutely love and want to play in decks, and I will play those over better options. So as always, know that these deck techs are a kind of like a template, a jumping off point, something for you to look at and then make your own, just to kind of give you ideas. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, first amongst our Timmy Angels today is Akroma, Angel of Wrath. I love this card, and you know what? I'm gonna change the printing. I'm gonna change it to the original because I love. Wait, what is this? Interesting. I did not know that this was a card printing. That's cool. But I am going to switch it to there we go. Select the original Akroma. So Akroma, Angel of Wrath, is a 6/6 for 5, and then triple white with flying, first strike, trample, haste, vigilance. Oh no, not vigilance. My bad. Man, I should know better. I've played with this card a lot. Protection from black, protection from red, and attacking doesn't cause Akroma's Angel of Wrath to tap. Yes, so it does have vigilance here at the end. It just isn't up there because this is before vigilance was a keyword. Holy cow! Getting up early to snowplow just ruined my brain. My apologies. We all make mistakes. We have Angelic Field Marshal. Flying and then Lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, it gets +2/+2, and creatures you control have vigilance. We have Angelic Skirmisher. It's a 4/4 for 6. At the beginning of each combat, choose First Strike, Vigilance, or Lifelink. Creatures you control gain that ability until end of turn. Angel of Finality. When it enters, exile target player's graveyard. So a little bit of graveyard hate in here. We have Angel of Ruins. Ruins. It's a 5/7 for 7. It does play in cycles, so if you need the land, you can get the land. And when this creature enters, exile up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. Archangel of Ties has it so that as long as it's untapped, creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays 1. And it has, whenever it is attacking, creatures can't block unless their controller pays 1. So it's like an interesting little, like, kind of Ghostly Prison effect. We have Baneslayer Angel, who has fallen far. This card used to be referred to as Wallet Slayer Angel, seeing play in Modern and Legacy back in the day. She is flying, first strike, lifelink, protection from demons, and protection from dragons. She used to be like $40, which tells you all you need to know about like what the expensive cards were back in the day if a $40 card was called Wallet Slayer Angel. We have Bruna, the Fading Light. When you cast this spell, you may return target angel or human card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It has flying and vigilance. And then we have Gisela, the Broken Blade, which is flying for strike, lifelink. And at the beginning of your end step, if you own both Gisela and a creature named Bruna, the Fading Light, exile them, and then they turn into Brisela, Voice of Nightmares, Giant Eldrazi Angel, 9/10 with flying, first strike, vigilance, lifelink, and your opponents can't cast spells with mana value 3 or less. We have Firemane Commando, which is flying, and whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Whenever another player attacks with 2 or more creatures, they draw a card if none of those creatures attack you. So, you know, incentivizes people to beat each other, not you. Herald of the Eternal Dawn is a Platinum Angel, just mono white. This art is really cool. We have Herald of War in here. Whenever Herald of War attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. And Angel and Human spells cast cost 1 less for each 1/1 counter on Herald of War. So with Giada, you know, it puts 1/1 counters on for each Angel. So get a couple of, like, even though this is a 5-drop, I would try to not drop this on turn 5. Try to get your, like, Angel Finality, your Inspiring Overseer, your Righteous Valkyrie out first. Get a couple so that way it gets a few more counters, which will then allow you to cast your larger Angels for cheaper. Inspiring Overseer, when it enters, you gain a life, draw a card. It's just, you know, a little cantrip angel. Lyra Dawnbringer, another angel, which I absolutely love the art on. I love the, like, Benalia stained glass style. It's a 5/5 for 5 with flying, first strike, lifelink, and other angels get +1/+1 in lifelink. Righteous Valkyrie, needs a reprint. Even though it is only $6.99, it still needs a reprint. It is flying, and whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. And as long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures get +2/+2. Sarah Emissary, you choose a card type when it enters, and you and creatures you control have protection from the chosen card type. We have Shattered Angel, which is flying, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you may gain 3 life. We have Sigarda's Vanguard, another great... This is one thing I will say about Angels, is they always do a really good job with the arts. It has flash flying, and whenever Sigarda's Vanguard enters the battlefield or attacks, choose any number of creatures with different powers. Those creatures gain double strike until end of turn. We have Silver Seraph, which was... this is another one of my Timmy choices. It is not a great card, but I love this card. It was my first rare. This is a foil copy that... a friend got me after making the channel and hearing about my favorites, and then this is a non-foil copy that my wife got me, and it sits over here on my display at all times. But Silver Seraph is a 6/6 for 5 generic and triple white with flying and threshold, which threshold is 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Other creatures you control get +2/+2, and it has like some of my favorite flavor text in all of Magic: a symbol of hope for hopeless times. Then we have Starnheim Aspirant. This is a $11 uncommon. It makes angel spells you cast cost 2 less. It does need a reprint badly. Oh, we have Throbbing Watcher, Flying Vigilance. Other non-token creatures you control get +1/+1 in Vigilance. And Youthful Valkyrie. Whenever another angel you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Sorceries. We're going to cast down Divine Judgment from God and all sorts of wrathy things. So we have ourselves Avatar's Wrath. We have Day of Judgment. We have Farewell. We have Everything Comes to Dust, Mass Calcify, Wrath of God, Split Up, Vanquish the Hordes, and Fumigate. But we do have Ascend from Avernus. Return all creature and planeswalker cards with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Ascend from Avernus. Defy Death. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's an angel. And then put 2 1/1 counters on it. Gift of Estates for some catch-up ramp. Secret Rendezvous for a little bit of card draw. Yeah. Pretty simple, straightforward. Instants. We got 12. We have Brave the Elements. Choose a color. White creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color till end of turn. We have Dawn Charm, which is you could fog, you can regenerate a creature, or you can counter a spell that targets you. We have Destroy Evil. It destroys target creature with toughness 4 or greater, or destroy target enchantment. We have Flare of Fortitude to give us some indestructible, make our life total not change. We have Generous Gift, Stroke of Midnight, Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, and Get Lost for some more removal. As we have Rebuff the Wicked, which counters a spell that targets a permanent you control. I have so many Rebuff the Wickeds from original Time Spiral. Holy cow, it's $10. Friends, that's neat. I have a whole bunch of these sitting in my piles of bulk. Unbreakable Formation, which is your creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. Artifacts. We have Caduceus Staff of Hermes. Equipped creature gets lifelink. As long as you have 30 or more life, it gets +5/+5 and prevent damage that would be dealt to that creature. We have Cage Sun and Gauntlet of Power as a way of mana ramping, as well as Pearl Medallion, Soul Ring, and Urza's Incubator and Extraplanar Lens. We do have Door of Destinies, which is you name a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, put a charge counter on Door of Destinies. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each charge counter on Door of Destinies. And then we have our Boots made for walking, and we have Moon Silver Spear, which is creature as first strike, and whenever a equipped creature attacks, you make a 4/4 angel. Pretty fun. Enchantments, we're only running 3. We're running Flowering of the White Tree, which I love this card. It gives legendaries +2/+1 and Ward 1. Non-legendary creatures you control get +1/+1. We have Ghostly Prison, and we have Cathar's Crusade. For our land package, we do have Abandoned Air Temple, which I really like. It lets you put 1/1 counters on each creature you control. We have Castle Arden Vale to make ourselves little human tokens. We have Rogue's Passage and Secret Tunnel to let us get through unblocked. Emeria, which will let us bring stuff back from our graveyard. Adagio, which will let us copy some of our artifacts and enchantments, and will be easier to activate because our stuff is enormous. And then we have Seraph Sanctuary. Oh, look. I'm being called by potential spam. Can't wait for the voicemail. But let me know what you think of this Giada deck in the comments down below. I know a lot of folks have played Giada. She's pretty popular. I see her a lot on Arena as well. But as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon. I'll be back with Lorwyn Eclipsed deck techs tomorrow. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe and stay warm. It's supposed to be like -47 degrees in Iowa on Friday. I love living here. Have a good day.